Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
We have one nomination,
Who is it?
Bree Bridges,
Okay,
and
so that's
yeah, I
Urban
think
Lumber.
that's the one that you had contacted,
Yes,
right?
yeah, she sent it to me on Friday, and I'm just going, oh, geez, bad move. So then I sent her your information, and I was hoping I caught her before she took off on Friday. Um, Jenna did the window lady. Nope.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe she didn't email it to Tom. I was out of town. I think she might have emailed it to me. I thought she had emailed it to everyone, but let me just find it here.
And I really thought that Willamette Lane, Jen Marsh was being nominated. That one was like my guaranteed one, but um,
I mean,
I
we could
guess
reach out and see if people can email that stuff
right.
in today and still accept it.
I think if I remember correctly, I mean, even Bree was saying, the two letters of recommendation or something, that's just two more people that you need to get involved with and have them meet your deadline. I think that was, um, I'm not sure that Jen had two, not Jen, Bree had two letters, if that's necessary or whatever. So we've got Urban Lumber, and it would be, um, what's his name? Um, can't remember. Just lost it. Seth. Yeah. So how does the mayor feel about individuals like, like Seth? Um, does he prefer that it be something? I don't know. I know that there's a problem with the history maker, his his interpretation of it, and maybe Jen and Stacy, your interpretation. Is it different?
I mean, we changed it this year specifically to make it less politically charged, right?
Uh-huh.
Last year, or in the previous years, History Maker included like advocacy efforts,
Oh, I see.
and that's where we had a lot of
It could
rumbling.
get touchy.
It
Yeah.
got touchy.
Uh,
It got touchy.
it got touchy.
Yeah. So this year we made it a lot simpler where that's like,
Okay.
that was why we kind of rewrote some of that text and that.
Okay. Okay. Now I get it. I couldn't figure out what was well,
Yeah.
yeah, where was the scratchy point? Okay. Hmm.
So I mean, having a person, I mean, that's fine. Yeah. Like
Okay.
they have a legacy of like doing great stuff in
Mm-hmm.
the community. Perfect. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
I don't think Allie, so Planktown, I don't think is gonna enter. But I really thought, what's his name? Adam Gutierrez was gonna follow through. I'll get a hold of him today to see how he's doing on that. But again, as much as I pleaded with him to kind of look at the agency of Willamette Lane, and all these things that they have done, and that the people that have helped, Jen Marsh.
Mhm.
Um, but he was just really bent on nominating her. And I'm afraid it may come off again as sounding like, well, it's her job. Why should we give her an award for that? But she goes way far and beyond just, managing Doris Ranch. She works on that living history. She volunteers to be part of the living history. She does something with Maddie also on um uh I don't know. I want to say not statues,
The Monuments Project.
monuments project. Thank you. So I think she works on the monument. I think she does tons of stuff. She's a lovely, lovely person.
Sure.
And I
She's
think she
lovely too.
should be nominated. I
Yeah.
do, but I'm afraid I can just hear it oh, we're giving her an award for doing her job. Well, but she does it above and beyond. And anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, as long as it speaks to that, I feel like. then
Yes, I know it. I tried to, we'll see. So what's our next step?
I just emailed Julie I asked her, did you send it in? Because I know she put it all together. She sent me drafts on Thursday of
Right.
like what she had written and like
Uh-huh.
the pictures she was putting together. So I don't
Okay.
know if it just didn't end up getting, maybe she just typoed the email address to get it sent off or what, but
Mhm.
I just asked her if she sent it. I would say if we can get whatever others in today that we think are on the way,
Uh-huh.
it's at the jury's discretion if we even convene the jury. It's at their discretion whether they want to penalize, for that. But if we only have 1 or 2 nominations, that's really the bigger question: is do we even bother convening?
Right, getting these people to,
Yeah.
yeah,
My personal opinion is maybe not. Like that feels like a big ask for.
I
feel like
know, for right now,
just-
1. If
Yeah.
it's 1, even if it's 3, even
Yeah,
if Window
even if
Lady
it's-
and Adam comes through, I don't think, yeah, I think
If
we
it
could.
feels like they're all strong nominees,
Mm-hmm,
I would almost just suggest to the mayor that, let's just
mm-hmm.
award these 3.
And
Speaking of the jury thing, I had sent an email last week to the group that we had talked about for our jury people, Marta and Leah and Charlotte. And Leah said she would be available that day, but it's becoming a real popular date. So kind of was pushing to know if we were going to need her or not.
right,
But she's only available on the 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. time slot because she's got a board meeting or something that evening. And then I've not heard back from Marta at all. I emailed her this morning from my work email address just because I thought my Gmail may have gone to their spam folder, but I know Wildish emails get through to the U of O, so so I tried from that, but I don't know
haven't
if
heard.
she's out of town or what, still checking her emails or whatever, but we're kind of in a weird spot. It sounds like we don't even know if we're going to need them. So I'd just like to get back to Leah as soon as we can so she can free
Yeah.
up time.
Appreciate it, yeah. Okay, so I'm writing. Mm. Whoops.
But I mean, even if we get William Lane and we get the Windows one in, we're thinking we won't need the jury to convene because there's not a
Yeah,
minimum of, it's not like we need to eliminate anyone.
Right? It really just doesn't seem like we would need.
Yeah.
And like,
Mm-hmm,
it's still just up to the mayor to select or to decide, the final
mm-hmm,
awards. And I would say just as the committee, we just be like, our
yes,
recommendation is that you just award all 3 of these.
right.
If he just wants to pick from one from each category, he can.
And
We
the
get
window,
3.
yeah, the window lady is preservation, right?
Yeah, I pushed
Well,
her
that's
to go,
nice,
to
yeah.
that category.
So we have 2 for history maker and a preservation.
Yeah, and we in previous one of the first year, we actually pushed somebody into the other category to award them. So
Mhm.
like, there's so much flexibility, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
okay.
yeah, I think if we can get 1 in each category minimum, right, that is great. And
Good.
if we
Okay.
get the 3rd, also good. So Urban submitted Seth as history maker, is what you're saying, the Bree one?
Right.
That was Urban?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's a really good, I mean, she wrote a really good letter.
Yeah,
She
great.
didn't, I think it was great. I loved how she did it. It wasn't answer number 1, answer number 2, answer number 3, she just wrote, and I think that is how it should be.
I mean, it
But-
probably should be both. It should have very specific answers to the prompts and then
To
have
those
a
questions, that's true. I hope, yeah,
on the nomination form. But-
yeah,
But right now, I'm not picky.
yeah. I know. Huh.
Okay,
Oh,
so, I mean, it seems like regardless of whether we get more in today, the action for the jurors is to probably tell them they're off the hook, right?
Yeah.
In some sort of polite way.
Because I don't even know. There aren't any that I know of that are in the works, except for Planktown, but I'm pretty sure I talked to her twice last week.
Yeah.
And she's just overworked and,
I would
You
say
know,
if we can just follow up with the ones that we know we're
Yeah.
pretty far along, so probably just
Mhm.
the Lane and the window lady,
yeah,
like, hey, are you doing this? Get it in today,
uh-huh. Right,
and we'll still be considered.
yeah.
And then
I'll
we
see what I
decide
hear
on the-
from Adam. Okay. All right, well. So if we just have these, we really don't have to go over the scoring guide, do we? Necessarily, I mean, we could use the last one. I think it fits. Good, but
I don't know. I don't
And I don't
know if
even-
we need to go through the whole process. I mean,
Right.
we could do it just for future years if we wanted to, but
no,
it seems
we
like
don't.
seems unnecessary. Like the gut check is that these are all very viable, worthy candidates.
Mhm. I do. I really think so. I'm anxious to see how Willamette Lane wrote it up.
Mhm.
But anyway. Anything else? We still, well, just maybe one more week of allowing things to come in and meet next Monday. And then maybe we can talk about how do we present these, you know better than I, but how do you present this then to the mayor? How do you submit it to him? And then we're done.
Done until October.
Yeah, more or less. We've got some organizing of
Oh, the presentation and
Yeah.
yeah, and the awards, right?
words and.
But
the
that's kind of,
Party.
ooh, a party.
Just making
Which
sure.
I won't be here for either of those, but that's okay.
I'm not sure I am either. So,
In October,
I'm out a lot of October because I do an
are
event
you?
in October.
Are you
Um,
guys
We'll
four-wheeling?
figure it out. We'll cross that bridge. Um. Would it make sense? Well, once we know if we get these other nominees in today,
Mhm.
like I have a pretty casual rapport with the mayor. Would it help if I just called him and be like, hey, this is how this is shaking out. Are you cool with this?
Mhm.
Um, in terms of
Yeah,
just
I-
the process of not having a jury and all of that versus putting it all in some elaborate email trying to describe this process of
Good.
the lack
Good.
of nominees.
And if there's just two, if we feel when we read
Mhm,
the Willamette Lane one, well, when you read any of them,
mhm.
when we read any of them, if we feel comfortable about how they, yeah, that no one would challenge this, for him. Yeah. They're not
They're not
advocates.
contentious.
They're not, yeah, they're just people doing great things in Springfield. And
Yeah.
that's what the award should be about. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want me to wait to let the jury folks know until after we get confirmation?
I mean, what is the jury gonna do if we have one or
I
two
say-
nominees?
I say
think we just let 'em off the
cancel
hook.
the jury. I do. I just do not. Any surprise award should have been sent in on Friday. So I don't think we are going to have any surprises of 5 awards or nominations, excuse me, that need to be looked at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree.
So do we want to meet up again next Monday?
Probably,
And
Okay,
find
so
out what the
then-
mayor said and
yeah, and just make sure we're
Plans.
keeping this along. I feel like
Right.
even these just like 15-minute check-ins are good for just
Yep.
keeping us
yes.
moving forward on stuff. I'm like half hour before I'm like, oh god, I need to email somebody. It's a good reminder.
So I'll get a hold of Adam. And Breeze is in. So now how do we get copy? I have a copy of Breeze application for urban lumber because she sent it to me. I think I sent it to Stacy. I knew you were out of town, Jenna, because I was working at the museum on Friday. But should we have somewhere where we talk about these awards, the three of us, if we are going to be the jurors? Would that be next Monday?
I mean, yes, we should all look at them.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should call ourselves the jurors. I don't know if that, but you know, I guess we are sort of doing that, but I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll still take a peek at them for sure.
Yes. The peakers would be the peakers.
I mean, I assume, Tom, do you just want to send them out to us as you get them?
Yeah, I can do that.
I mean, I can dump them in a Dropbox folder, but if there's only one or two or three,
Right. I think, yeah.
they can just be however you can send them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll formally send out Breeze or the Urban Lumber one. It
Mhm.
sounds like everyone has it except for you, Jenna,
I
maybe?
don't have it right.
Okay. All right. If that's fine with everyone, I'll just send it to you then,
Okay.
just to
Mhm.
not have redundancies there. And then, yeah, anything else I receive, I'll go ahead and send to everyone.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay, so next week at 11:15, and you can email if anything comes up in the meantime, I guess.
Mhm. Sounds
Well,
good.
Sounds good.
See you guys tomorrow at the museum committee meeting.
Yes, I know. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Indeed.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
Good one. Thank you, Tom, for setting this up and carrying through.
Absolutely. I'll send you all the next one for next Monday.
Okay,
you.
thanks.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.